Top stories tonight. CEO Oni Electronics celebrates 60th birthday in grand style. Philanthropist gives scholarship to indigent students in Ogun State. Body of late nonagenarian evangelist Shuremekun goes home amidst feelings. Good evening and welcome to Nta Abeokuta News Diary, where we bring you the recap of major stories that made headlines during the week. Sit back and enjoy this week's edition of the News Diary. My name is Anyanla Balogun. During the week, Nigeria Customs Service NCS Ogun 1 Area Command intercepted over 1,165 parcels of cannabis sativa worth over 10.4 million naira and handed over to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Ogun State. The controller in charge of the command, Mohammed Shuaibu, while handing over the illicit drug to NDLEA, called for collaboration among sister security agencies to nip inter-border crimes and criminalities in the board. Akim Jimo reports.
While presenting the scorecard of the command since the beginning of this year till date, the controller, Nigeria Customs Service, Ogun 1 Area Command, Mohammed Shuaibu, promised to consolidate on the achievements in 2024. He explained that the breakthrough recorded by the command during the period under review includes 2,002 bags of 50 kilograms of parboiled rice.
These seizures include 6,180 pieces of cutlasses, 6,375 liters of PMS, among others. The intercepted items during this period bring the total duty paid value, that's ZPV, to 77,476,195.
The controller identified the successes recorded in 2024 and in January 2025 with robust interagency synergy among sister security agencies, hence the handing over of intercepted cannabis sativa to NDLEA.
This includes 780 parcels of coconut-sized cannabis sativa, 225 parcels of book-sized cannabis sativa, 160 parcels of breast-sized cannabis sativa.
No doubt, the attendance challenges and their multiplier effects have a great impact on our security, economic, and social life of our nation.
The customs boss, who appreciated stakeholders, including traditional rulers, community leaders, and the media, for their continuous support in the fight against smuggling and other inter-border crimes and criminalities, assured that the command will not relent in performing its statutory duties. From Idiroko in Ipokia local government area of Ogun State, Akim Jimo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Ogun State government says it is overhauling its water scheme for efficiency in the supply of potable water to all nooks and crannies of the state to prevent waterborne diseases and minimize open defecation. The Special Advisor to Ogun State Governor on Sustainable Development Goals and Water Resources, Damilola Otubanjo, gave the assurance during the week when she led government delegation to inspect water facilities across the state. Akim Jimo reports.
Water has no enemy. He who brings water brings life. It is in this direction that Ogun State government is leaving no stone unturned in the provision of potable water for residents in line with Sustainable Development Goal 6 of United Nations. For the recognition of the fact that water is a necessity for humanity, Ogun State government has continued to evolve modern strategies and techniques to make the state water scheme second to none for efficiency in service delivery.
For some time, we've been having some challenges. Leakage of pipe, the tanks, and some other things. And that's why we reported to them. They have listened to us. They have promised that they will look into some of our challenges.
We usually have water always. We appreciate them.
Most of our customers are cut off, and we are compiling the list to ensure that we restore water.
Whatever it is that they need, they already have. In the immediate, in the short, and in the medium term, We have myriads of plans to ensure that we're not just producing water, but we're producing it sustainably.
The inspection of facilities at Ogun State Water Treatment Plant, Arakonga, in Abeokuta North Local Government Area of Ogun State, and its booster stations at Ibara, Lafenwa, Car Wash, Bansheke, as well as the visit to Oke Temidire and Adaton Reservoir by a delegation from the state government, stakeholders believe is the right step in the right direction.
I can assure people that they're going to see improved water service. We need to do a lot in terms of advocacy, awareness. We need to be accessible. We need to be reachable. And we need to communicate. Our response to faults, bursts, and leakages has to be optimum. We need to be able to convert our customers that are on flat rate customers, on postpaid customers, to prepaid customers.
The delegation identified some major challenges confronting the scheme and therefore suggest the way forward.
Some of the processes are a bit outdated, so we need to look at how do we optimize the processes and make it more efficient. There's a lot of area in the space of maintenance. We need to pay a lot of attention to quality assurance. We need a lot of funding to do that, clearly. We need enough manpower. I see a lot of dilapidated structures that we need to work on very quickly, and we need to explore the Internet of Things to see how we can leverage technology.
People should also give us timely information once there are burst pipe along the line.
To totally minimize waterborne diseases and eradicate open defecation in the state, stakeholders advocate the need to involve private investors in the scheme for optimal performance. In Abeokuta, Akem Jimo, NTA News.
When adequately explored, polytechnic and technical education have the potential to boost Nigeria's innovation and technological advancement for economic growth. Nta Abeokuta reports on a breakthrough at the Nta Abeokuta Polytechnic, Abeokuta, where some engineering students successfully constructed a solar-powered electric vehicle.
This is one of the iconic projects executed by engineering students of the Nta Abeokuta Polytechnic, Abeokuta, an electric vehicle which also has almost the same features with the conventional gasoline-powered vehicles.
It is composed of the electric motor, the deep cell batteries, the charge controller, and the speed controller. So it is basically manufactured, fabricated, welded, put together by the student of mechanical engineering department. Of course, it is a project sponsored by a TED fund, and we are so proud of our government.
The project, like many others that have been executed in other institutions of higher learning, are indeed beacons of hope and evidence of what can come out of the Nigerian education system, which is moving beyond theoretical to practical and technical. Exploring this aspect in order to take the nation's manufacturing sector to the next level, stakeholders say needs adequate support from government and other relevant entities to raise the bar of mass production of homemade products.
Being a polytechnic, that's a core mandate to go rising of the trajectory of the technological development of human capacity and for the benefit of the general development of the country. So what we would need essentially more to improve on that, at least when we go into trajectory of mass production, is an increased intervention financially. They will have the location, we have the readiness, we have the human capacity, we have the human resources to harness, to put in all of this together. But we cannot do without much more of this financial intervention.
Our curriculums is 60% theory and 40% practicals, and that has been the core. If you look at the country, we have the best institutions. The resources are there, they are just, but the problem is like how we go to move most of these things that we have built in the labs to the world.
With Nigeria's human and material resources, the nation can favorably run shoulder to shoulder with other technologically advanced countries if armed with commitment and the right policies. In Abeokuta, Nta Abeokuta, NTA News.
In related development, two highly anticipated books aimed at empowering business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs with wealth of insight and practical advice to take their ventures to new heights. Online Business Success Blueprint and Offline Business Success Blueprint during the week found their way to the bookshelves for public consumption. The books, authored by a renowned legal practitioner and business expert, Ronkesh Shokefun, were bartered at the virtual launch that attracted distinguished personalities. Oyinkansola Ojelade has the rest of the story.
The virtual book launch attracted dignitaries including the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Noimot Salako Oyedele, senators and distinguished individuals. The book writer, Ronke Shukefun, said the two books, Online Business Success Blueprint and Offline Business Success Blueprint, were aimed to empower entrepreneurs with practical tools for success. She emphasized that the books were designed to bridge knowledge gaps and inspire action, particularly in business, mentoring, and advocacy for a better system.
As the Christian Duchess of online business, my mission has always been to empower individuals to create thriving businesses, regardless of their starting point. These books embody that mission. Online Business Success Blueprint guides aspiring entrepreneurs into the boundless opportunities of the digital world. It simplifies the process of building an online business from scratch, even with minimal experience or capital.
The Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Noimot Salako Oyedele, commended the author for her valuable contribution to the business community, particularly for entrepreneurs and small business owners looking to scale their ventures.
These books come at a time when we're increasingly emphasizing the need for self-reliance and entrepreneurship for our youth. As someone who once owned a small business, I can fully appreciate the value of having practical, actionable guidance. And these blueprints will no doubt provide entrepreneurs with the tools to navigate the challenges of running successful businesses, whether online or offline.
The book reviewers, Tunji Olubodi and Yusuf Olaniyo, highlighted the book's practical step-by-step approach to achieving success in business.
Each chapter is like a building block, and by the time you are done, you feel ready to hit the ground running. It's the same methodical, problem-solving mindset that is used to mentor future leaders and transform organizations throughout their career.
You will see that the versatility of her experience, the brilliance she has displayed in all the offices and assignments she has held and executed, and her passion for making a positive difference have all assured me that not only is she somebody that one should take seriously on any issue she chooses to address, but also that she's eminently qualified to treat the subject of how to conceive, start, nurture, and grow a business, either online or offline.
Ronke Shukefun is a former commissioner in Ogun State, renowned business expert who currently serves as the board chairman of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation. In Abeokuta, Oyinkansola Ojelade, Nta News.
In the meantime, the legacies of renowned journalist Nta Abeokuta was celebrated by his peers and colleagues at the 5th Memorial Lecture organized in his honor by the Ogun State Broadcasting Corporation. Oyinkansola Ojelade reports that the event provided a platform for tributes and reflections on the life and times of the late veteran broadcaster, as well as his enduring impact in the lives of people he came across.
His baritonic voice was his signature.
Thank you very much. You have been very busy since you came on board, almost 7 years now. At times at 3 a.m. we see you inspecting projects. By 8 a.m. you are in the office. What drives you?
His love for journalism was addictive. The late media icon, Nta Abeokuta, was eulogized as a dedicated journalist who had an unwavering passion for his craft, earning him the love and respect of his peers and colleagues. To honor his legacies, Ogun State Broadcasting Corporation, OGBC, set aside a day for the annual Nta Abeokuta Lecture, a testament to his enduring impact on the journalism profession. The lecture, entitled Media Management in Challenging Times, was delivered by Professor Jendele Humbo of the Kola Daisy University, Ibadan. He challenged media managers to motivate their staff for enhanced creativity and commitment.
Media managers must be able to motivate staff and their subordinates, especially to be creative. And to be able to do this, the manager himself or herself must be someone who has eyes and ears for creative ideas.
Ogun State Head of Service Kendi Onosoya and other top government functionaries, as well as media practitioners, described late Akiomi as a gentleman who took his job seriously.
The G was a quintessential personality of immense stature and value, whose contributions to journalism, broadcasting and media management in Ogun State and beyond remain indelible.
What people have been saying about DG, he was fearless, bold, courageous, his integrity personified. And we're all gathered here this afternoon because of that, just that one man.
Colleagues and family members of the deceased expressed appreciation to the management and staff of the OGBC for allowing the memory of their late loved one to linger.
The Lord will continue to strengthen the profession as a whole. And I want to assure you also that the family will continue to appreciate what you are doing. I want to thank you very much on behalf of all of us.
Late DG Akiomi's journalism career began at OGBC and thereafter transferred his services to Ogun State Television, OGTV, and later moved to OGBC, where he rose through the ranks to become the general manager. His contributions to journalism, many people acknowledged, will continue to inspire future generations in the media profession, especially in Ogun State and beyond. In Abeokuta, Onyikonsola Ojelade, NTA News.
Channel 12 News continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Step into the world of Shanghai Palette, the heartbeat of Nigeria's palette landscape, where creativity and precision unite from the very beginning. Every palette is a masterpiece, crafted with precision by our dedicated technicians at Shanghai, where precision is not just a standard, but a way of life. Promising excellence that is 100% sourced and proudly produced right here in Nigeria. Choose Shanghai products, where precision meets pride.
Proudly Nigerian.
Shanghai Palette, where quality meets the spirit of craftsmanship.
Welcome back. In a remarkable display of generosity and philanthropy, a good-spirited Nigerian, Ogbeni Michael Bolahon Peters, celebrated his 60th birthday by awarding scholarships to 60 deserving students from various tertiary institutions across Ogun State. Oyinkansola Ojelade reports that a selfless act of goodwill underscores Ogbeni Peters' commitment to empowering the next generation and supporting education in Ogun State.
For the 60 fortunate students who received the scholarships, a burden has been lifted, bringing renewed hope of academic future as envisaged by the donor. The event held at Ake Palace Hall, Nta Abeokuta, had in attendance royal fathers and members of the academia, where the donor urged beneficiaries to seize the opportunity provided by the scholarship and strive for academic excellence, while also promising to continually give back to the society.
What prompted it initially was a student who couldn't pay her school fees in her final year, whereby she would have lost one more year in campus. And she was crying and begging, and then I asked, how much is the school fees? These are monies that we can sit down, drink with, sit down, with friends, and we'll just go home and not feel, but it will be a positive impact into the life of others.
The Alake and paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, expressed heartfelt appreciation to Ogbeni Michael Peters for his kind-hearted gesture, which he acknowledged brought succor to the students.
Many brilliant children could have attained greater heights, but they have nobody to sponsor them, nobody to pay the fees. So we thank God for people like Mr. Bolahon Peters for what he has been able to.
The students expressed gratitude to God and Ogbeni Michael Peters for counting them worthy, promising to judiciously utilize the fund.
I'm very, very happy with this because we are resumed since January 6. I haven't paid my school fees because there is no enough money for me to pay. But as I'm given this amount of money, I'm very, very happy.
Yeah, I will say a big, very thank you to Ogbeni Michael Peters for helping the students.
Highlight of the event was the symbolic presentation of the scholarship to the student, even as the donor used the opportunity to mark his birthday. In Abeokuta, Konsola Ojelade, NTA News.
Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. That was the testimony of the Chief Executive Officer, Oni Electronics, Mrs. Chief Florence Oni, Chief Florence Mujisola Oni, who clocked 60 in the land of the living. Hakim Jimo reports that the who is who in Egbaland and beyond rallied round to celebrate her.
The one-in-town exotic birthday party was characterized by color and glamour, where friends, family members, and associates rallied round Chief Oni to wine and dine in a flamboyant atmosphere. The OOPL Event Center, Okemoso, Abeokuta, was electrified with a blend of contemporary music and cultural performances to the admiration of the entire gathering. Guests who graced the occasion, including the Olowu of Owu Kingdom, Obasaka Adelola Matemilola, described Chief Oni as an exemplary person with impeccable character and a philanthropist by excellence.
Somebody with a good quality, a good caliber. I'm proud of her. And I am giving thanks to my Papa Lake again for giving her a chieftainship title. In terms of electronics, among the women, she's number one. I'm proud of her. I pray for long life and prosperity.
She's a mother. She's a wonderful woman. She's a philanthropist. She's an humanitarian. She's a giver. I'm very kind-hearted.
As somebody who is God sent to humanity, she's very humble and she's a very good philanthropist. She touches lives of not only the downtrodden, even those people who are in need of our help.
A philanthropist, a woman of virtue, someone you can actually reckon with. She's indeed a mother, a God-fearing woman.
The birthday girl, Chief Kodri, the Busaje of Egbaland, was full of appreciation to God for his protection, provision, and benevolence thus far. NTA One Big Family, led by the General Manager, Kehinde Onoda, also graced the occasion. The high point of the event was the cutting of the birthday cake by the Busaje of Egbaland, who exhibited her skills in the dance floor, even as the Busaje troupe treated the gathering with cultural varieties.
S-U-S.
In Abeokuta, Hakim Jimo, NTA News.
It was a classic celebration of life of impact with enduring legacies of exemplary virtue as family, friends, and associates gathered to pay their last respect to the late nonagenarian evangelist Adebayo Olaleko Shuremeko in the ancient city of Abeokuta. We'll bring you details of that report in a subsequent bulletin. And that wraps up the General 12 News tonight. I'm Ayala Balogun. Good evening.
Guys, what we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
Sona Maltings Limited presents glucose syrup. Glucose syrup extracted from locally sourced sorghum and corn into a liquefied sugar of natural origin. Sona Maltings glucose syrup is gluten-free and tastes yummy. That's why it is the most sought-after glucose syrup by commercial food production companies as a sweetener, thickener, and moisture-retaining agent. As it doesn't crystallize, it is used in production of candy, beer, fondant, and certain canned food, and pre-made baked goods like biscuit and cookies. Sona Maltings glucose syrup. It's made by Sona Maltings Limited. Sona Maltings glucose syrup, king in liquefied sugar.
Newgate Exclusive Hotel and Event Center will have various rooms for lodging and accommodation, executive suites, double and single chalets. Come and have a 5-star experience in hospitality. We have a bar where we sell varieties of wines and drinks. Our restaurant is second to none with mouth-watering dishes, African cuisine, continental and local dishes, all at affordable prices. Our event space is suitable for all ceremonies, be it social or corporate. We'll have a big parking space and our environment is conducive for all. Our security is watertight and we have 24 hours power supply. We are located at Quarry Road at Nta Abeokuta, Ogun State. You can reach us on 006 081 0672. Newgate Exclusive Hotel and Event Center, the sure bet in hospitality.
Told me to speak with you or share with you is this: with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible.
Join us every Saturday on Nta Abeokuta via Star Times, channel 103, and our social media platforms for a spiritual refreshing with Christ Faith Tabernacle International Cathedral, Ebenezer